based on their playstyle. So you've got the Hayabusas, you've got the Joys or the Fannies that could play into this favor, but Absolute Zero just gonna be picking up this Hayabusa. Just to give you some of the band so far: Angela, Baxia, Chip, Lance, Yisunshin, CC.
Yeah, a lot of confidence, and not just confidence, but a lot of stakes and pressure on Fake Cutie to really perform. Game number 2, he wasn't able to perform as well because of the way that RSG was able to secure for themselves, and now they've already also removed PTBL's Lancelot, which he performed wonderfully right there. And the Uranus will make his comeback for the side of RSG. Taurus definitely, locking horns against Absolute Zero using the Uranus horns right there.
The CC's already not getting picked up right here. You've got the Alice showing a lot of prowess in game number 1, and right now in game number 3, that is going to be the EXP lane of choice. You've got a Kimmy as well. A lot of magic damage coming in from AZ so far. Fake Cutie needs to play towards that mid to late game power spike in order to do a bit, do any damage at all. RSG doesn't have their main target damage dealers that Vendetta can lock onto, but it might be possible for a double fighter side lane again.
Yeah, and I think generally speaking, the reason why Absolute Zero is so confident in this Kimmy is that you take away the shred in the form of the Kimmy already, and also got the CC's taken away. The only way that RSG can basically shred against the Alice is definitely going to be the Lunox. The Brilliant's also going to be very pivotal in actually dodging and also outplaying the Throne of Ruin from the side of Alice.
So no Farsa this time around. Will Broken Walls actually do a little bit? Will Broken Walls actually cause any changes to this draft and to this gameplay? I don't think so.
As of now, it feels like both of these two teams are unfazed. They're just playing to how to counter each other's heroes. The carry gets denied as well, which is also something that, Absolute Zero is absolutely worried about, especially when they're going for Alice. Expect the Lapu Lapu and also perhaps another tankier EXP laner like an Esmeralda to join the fray for the side of Absolute Zero. RSG Singapore, I think they may ban away the Esmeralda as well. Oh, sorry, no Esmeralda, my bad.
Esmeralda.
So Gato Kacha. Yeah, Gato Kacha will be from the side, should be banned from the side of RSG.
Yeah. For gold laners, though, I think carry definitely an issue. I think, to me personally, if all else fails, go for Clint. Like, you can't go wrong with Clint. Yeah, the all reliable.
Yeah, literally. Clint is actually a good pick. Still doing a lot of damage right now, but of course, I think right now if you're dealing with the Uranus, I think you need more firepower to be able to burst this Uranus down. I'm thinking along the lines of a Grandeur, technically speaking, you'd be able to, just zone him out or basically poke from afar as Uranus just runs it down against you. You've also got the burst from the Rhapsodies. As long as you cast your Rhapsodies properly, you should be able to deal with the Uranus. Or you want to carry him around, bring the Aerithel. Or Bruno as well.
Might be possible for a Obsidia this time around in the form of RSG. It basically locks down assassin heroes. You got the Guinevere already starting her show. You got the Harith again, and the Grok for these Broken Walls map. I don't really favor AZ's draft just because it's too magic damage heavy, but I think it can be set for both sides, right? You got magic damage all the way through in this game. We're going to be throwing wands. We're going to be casting spells all through game number 3.
Now, I like the Harry pick, right? I was thinking about, yes, I agree with you, too many magic damage. That's why I opted for the Grandeur. But as a Harry, you are also able to outplay the Uranus easily, right? Because of your Zaman Force, you could just Chrono Dash around, and you're getting a lot of shields. And now, because Esmeralda is definitely out of the picture for the side of RSG, you don't really go for it. I think it's a wonderful opportunity to pull out the Harif. Unless RSG wants to bring the Esmeralda to the gold lane, that's a different story.
Yep. Going back to all reliable, we got a Beatrix once again. I was gonna question, would Lunox go down to the gold lane like she did before? But I don't think they want to risk that. They want to play something a little bit more safer. You got a Guinevere in the jungle right now, and I think for both drafts, RSG easier to execute. I will feel loads of crowd control, loads of damage coming in, but it's very late game centric. AZ has the early game potential.
Yep, they would scale faster in terms of the gameplay, but of course, RSG Singapore, they bring in Beatrix. That means that you really can anchor down very easily. Once you swap into your bombs, once you swap into Bennett, you just basically wave clear quickly. You've got Taurus on the Uranus, so just the zone. Guinevere to set it up. to stun everybody, and then after that you could just ultimate, you can double ultimate as well as on Ash, but provided you have got quick fingers to execute against Absolute Zero's roster.
Yep. Moving into game number 3, Absolute Zero, RSG Singapore at match point.
Oof.
This is a tricky situation, especially for Absolute Zero. If they lose this, they are at the mercy. Because if Ignite actually, breaks all records and wins 2-0 against Evil,
okay.
Yes.
Okay, that may happen.
That just really changed.
Whatever you've been drinking, I want some of that.
I've been drinking IT, and so should you. This is a sub plug. This is a very good sub plug. Go get your IT and stand a chance to win a free trip over to Jakarta for the M7 series.
Sorry, I'm chewing.
Okay, we're starting things off. I do like Guinevere. Fighter junglers always being my thing. Ever since the time of the alphas, I really feel like fighter junglers really clear much faster, have much faster rotations, but fall off a little bit later into an uber late stage of the game. Now, we're starting things off with 3v3. You've got a lethal already secured by Absolute Zero, as RSG just playing it more passively. I do want to bring in a little bit of a question for you. We talked about the 1-1 in the previous game, right? Like, how would the 1-1 fit in? It's not doing so well in this meta.
I mean, 1-1 is I think 1-1 is so easily counterable. In order to execute, you need to really be very confident and also comfortable on the 1-1. Probably need to put in a lot of legwork in that particular hero.
I just like that you're chewing your IT pearls
Definitely.
while casting.
Definitely
I love that so
enjoying
much. So thank you again so much for IT for sponsoring.
I need another cup already.
Me too. We're going to get that after this game, but this is going to be a little bit more passive from both sides. Absolute Zero needs to ramp up the aggression in the early game. They do have that damage as RSG playing a little bit more passively, waiting for the power spikes. PTBL already hit level 4. Fake Cutie also on that level 4 power spike. You got on that top side, Ash versus Salus, and I think that Harith actually pushing through in that gold lane.
Yeah, definitely, right? Harith does have a better chance in outpoking the Beatrix. The only way the Beatrix can basically outpoke the Harith is as long as you land your random shots properly. That's the only way. And even after you hit level 4, Salus, Zaman 4 is definitely going to hit even harder compared to what Beatrix needs to do. And Beatrix needs a lot more time. You need the BOD to really set up for yourself.
You don't really have a lot of movement potential. I mean, base movement speed, not as much for this one. I think they're playing it to Ash's advantage. He really likes to play into the late game. Just stay in your lane, farm up for maybe 15 minutes of the game, and then really come in online with the babysitters, Hoki as well as Murphy.
Yep. Right now, Turtle is already being targeted upon by both of these two teams. It seems like, they've got their priority focus elsewhere. Nomad opening up the map as of now. 2 minutes and basically going to 3 minutes. We haven't even seen a single kill right now. Torres in the awkward position around the turtle pit. Murphy starting off. Fake Cutie stealing the turtle away. And Fake Cutie right now locking down onto Torres. Torres will be able to get taken down. PTBL looking like it's next. But yeah, definitely will be able to just jump away. No, that's a decoy.
Good setup from Vendetta, using the ultimate, using the Thorn, the Ruined Thorns, just to lock everyone in place. They're waiting for Hoki to start things and engage everything up, but PTBL came in a little bit too late on that front, and Absolute Zero just dominating the early game in terms of damage potential.
Yep, using the Beatrix ultimate already, and speaking of ultimate, here comes PTBL's ultimate from his own, taking down Nomad, and Hoki picking out to Bougie. Bougie right now is just gonna be a little bit annoying right there. Hoki, mind you.
Oh, it's a 2-for-1 trade. Absolute Zero still barely up ahead, but they're much faster in terms of farm and damage potential. So, like you said, very good early game scaling. You got the nice little kill onto the top side.
That's a bit of a mission impossible for the side of Fake Cutie. The shadow kill right there. Nice timing for the side of the Ash, but not good enough onto taking down Fake Cutie up top.
You got 3 members rotating up to the top side. They need to be able to handle Salus, and I think the Absolute Zero is really golden child is this Harith. He's been doing so well in this gold lane, no matter what hero he plays. You got Nomad leading charge onto the jungle, Hoki knocking him up and locking him back onto the wall, but here comes
Fake Cutie. Definitely going to be able to slice that with the Shuriken onto Hoki as well, but Nomad, that wall is definitely going to be annoying against RSG Singapore. I think Absolute Zero definitely needs a little bit more, because RSG Singapore seems like even though they're stepping on the back foot, they can catch up at any time.
It's just pickoffs for Absolute Zero right now. RSG, like we established before in the first 2 games, they play together as 5, and that is basically a game plan, just waiting it more patient.
Oh my
Ash
god.
is just pushed back over the turret. You get knocked off onto the wall.
Hoki picking up Nomad. Nomad gets blown up to pieces. Salas right here focusing on the turret for now. Bougie providing some form of cover to Pill. But then again, that's all the turret energy being absorbed by the side of Salas. Salas leading in terms of EXP and gold as well.
Yeah, you have Nomad as a sacrificial lamb. I think this is damn if you do, damn if you don't kind of situation where you want to push down that T1 top side. You got Turtle already spawned up. Taurus and Vendetta just going at it. A movable object against a unstoppable force kind of situation. There's RSG Singapore just clumping together as 5. You got Ash already moving down to the bottom side, trying to push that wave down.
Oh, 5v5 turned into a 5v4 right here. Vendetta pushing PTBL away. Fake Cutie picking up the turtle. Taurus goes into consecration. Vendetta in the mix right here, blocking the PTBL retreat. But I think PTBL is unfazed as Salas goes into Zaman Force, right into a brilliance.
Bottom side,
Ash.
Ash.
Hoki picking up onto jumping in, but Salas picking up Hoki right there. Bottom side, Ash also tagging all to get taken down by the side of Fake Cutie. And now PTBL jumping in. Salas working onto the turret right now, but running low on steam right here. He's looking for the kill. PTBL down low just a little bit more, but he'll be able to do so. But sees Taurus, has to run the other way. And now Salas on the run right here. Fake Cutie joining in the fight, but it's just only Taurus for the side of RSG. Bougie melting Taurus down.
One after another, RSG falls once again as Absolute Zero just playing it to their strategy one at a time, they say. And Fake Cutie just making sure that Ash doesn't get to his power spike like he does. And now RSG playing on the back foot once again. It's a 10-4. You've got 6,000 gold lead on top of Absolute Zero. You've got the nice little push down on all 3 lanes. You've got the mid lane already opened up. That means that Absolute Zero will have control of this last lord of the game. Last turtle of the game.
Williams literally top side. And you know, it's like Absolute Zero, you can see Fake Cutie on the Hayabusa. He's chilling on his DX Racer. He's literally just going on ham. He has all the items that is required. Got the Hunger Strike already, got the War Axe already. Ash is not safe. He cannot split push like how he used to do for like Moscow because Beatrix cannot heal for himself. And speaking of healing, Oki.
That's a full combo. A lot of resources already used up for RSG.
This opens up for Vendetta to jump into the ultimate as well. Brilliance for the side of Murphy just to get on the way. Fake Cutie tags onto PTBL with the shadow kill. And Vendetta stepping forward. RSG Singapore overexpands onto Nomad, opening up for Absolute Zero to take even more.
Nomad is just acting biblical at this point, sacrificing himself so that Absolute Zero just pummels through every single one of these fights. It's the same play all over again, and it's RSG Singapore blasting all of the resources on just one member.
Yeah, but I think right now, if RSG Singapore, okay, unfortunately for the side, Nomad's like 0-4-5. He's more than happy to basically trade because
it doesn't matter.
There's not a lot of resources that he could give over the side of RSG Singapore, right? And now because of that, here comes the wall as well. Taurus leaking in through the broken walls in the purple pit. Vendetta, Traction Pulse will be able to catch on the PTBL. Will be able to jump out of there, but the members from the side of RSG Singapore looking for a way to enter. Will not be able to do so because the ultimate from the side of Alice just locking everybody down. Bougie picking up kills with the stacks. The Brilliance coming in for the side of Murphy, trying to make an outplay right here. Has to put the flicker to get it away.
Fake Cutie on the backside!
With a godlike, he's out of the well, picking up a double kill. PTBL is just collateral damage for Fake Cutie.
Where did it come from? Fake Cutie marching down on that side. RSG Singapore can't see him coming.
Yeah, literally John Cena right there, right? Like literally shadow in. Ash literally gets melted down. No counter for Fake Cutie right now because on the side of RSG Singapore. What do you build? Do you build armor? Do you build magic resist?
There's not a lot of reliable crowd controls from the side of RSG. It's just Hoki with the Tsunami Slam, and that's it. Taurus doesn't have a crowd control at all. PTBL is just pure jump, pure skill onto a target. And Absolute Zero just letting Fake Cutie go on his own lonesome. Look at mid-side.
Ash can play the game on his own, but members from the side of RSG Singapore has already identified. Taurus hacking in, just waiting for the quad shadows. He's out of there.
Here comes Absolute Zero. Building up for this Lord is spawning in 30 seconds. As RSG Singapore playing it safe, they have a lot of high ground defense, but that's all they have. Ash already throwing down all these meteors, all these bombs. Oh, it's a nice wall.
Nice wall blocking the traction pulse as well. Vendetta goes to the backside as well. And now the members from the side, Absolute Zero. But hold on a second, Ash damage will be able to leak on through. Absolute Zero running down on steam just a little bit more. Not enough minutes to basically push down mid lane turret. But PTBL once again sacrificed over the side of Absolute Zero.
No one was expecting Vendetta to go in. I was just watching on that backside. Sailor's dealing that damage. Fake Cutie's not even in the picture, and the Lord is free for Absolute Zero's taken.
Yeah, PTBL, 7 seconds on the clock to be able to respawn right here. RSG Singapore unable to go all the way into, stepping out of the base because right now Absolute Zero is just keeping RSG Singapore locked up in the base.
They found the answer. They just need to keep Taurus at bay.
Another
and he's
wall.
trapped, he's stuck, he's immobilized, and he's taken down.
And the shadow kill goes on the way in. Hokey absorbing half HP. Taurus already going down for the side of RSG Singapore. Not a lot of tankiness already in the roster. They have to back off.
Absolute Zero absolutely going ham in game number 3. Fake Cutie 8-0-3. And just showing off that, hey, I might have a shameless game too, but right now, I'm here to win. I'm going to take it away from you.
This should be my game number 2, Absolute Zero said, literally leading a statement. 11k gold lead in 10-minute mark. It's
We're blocking it off,
here we go
PTBL.
again. Fake Cutie, Hayabusa, you gotta stop!
Where did it go? Where did it come from? It's a bird! It's a plane!
The Observer can't even keep up with the Shadow guy, and Absolute Zero just cracking over every single holy defenses. This is only the first Lord, and now the Taurus.
Oh, Vendetta!
The Alice! No answers for the side of RSG Singapore! Vendetta going in, ham in the back line, and ladies and gentlemen, this could be it for the side of RSG Singapore, and now they just literally crack open. This how Observer is also bewildered.
Oh, there's 4 members already coming online. They don't have Ash anymore for the next 13 seconds. They still have the Lord in their possession, and they're marching it through.
And PTBL once again has to dash on the way to Shadow Kill. Fake Cutie's out of there already. Summon falls there now by the side of Salas. The Lord already leaked open. But mind you, this is only just a baby Lord, and he's inflicting so many damage against RSG Singapore. And Nomad technology charge onto the core. Absolute Zero goes in for the kill. The Spearhead as well. PTBL with a Violent Rec Room. Ash finally dealing with Vendetta right now.
They're all
the
low, but
core
Salas
will be able to defend right here. Salas goes into Summon Fall. He's in dash. He focuses on the core. It's Absolute Zero. A 2-1 against RSG.
Salas has had enough all these time waiting for everyone to fall like flies, and they're taking down RSG in a 2-1 victory.
But this is
the MVP,
Definitely.
no question about it. 10-0-4 for Fake Cutie's Hayabusa, a 70% kill participation, just taking out one name at a time. It is shocking to me that he didn't buy Sky Piercer because he's dominating the entire game. If he got that, I think that kill score would have been so much higher. A perfect game for Fate.
Yeah, definitely, right? You start to see the BOD, the confidence, because the rest of the members, if you go, let's hope that we'll be able to see the itemization later on, because do you build armor against Fake Cutie, right? Once you have the Malefic Roar as well, and he's just shutting a straight with the War Cry emblem as well. Nobody from the side RSG Singapore could even hold on to the damage. If PTBL gets assassinated as a fighter jungler, I think it's a big problem.
Yeah, big problem is an understatement. It's basically putting PTR in a spot where he cannot do anything. Even if you try to get a jump onto Fake Cutie, that's maybe a 1 in 10 chance that you actually do. There's not a lot of reliable crowd controls when Fake Cutie actually comes into play. Ash and Hokey are way too far ahead. Hokey giving a little bit of reconnaissance duty, but leaving Ash wide open gives a open window for Fake Cutie to come in and basically just decimate Ash.
Yeah, and if you take a look at equipment builds from the side of RSG Singapore,
There's not much items though.
They don't have defense as well. Just take a look, Oracle, and then after that, General Armor, they prioritize on the Athena Shield from the side of PTBL. You got Hokey on the Oracle. There's not a lot of armor, and you know, you're a literal sitting duck. Ash had to go for the tenacity, the magic resist boots instead, because they're more worried about Silas going on ham, but Fake Cutie is the main character right here.
Yeah, it's just crazy. This is a 12,000 gold lead game. 12 minutes. It's a 1,000
less than
gold
12
ahead.
minutes.
Less than 12 minutes.
Yeah. It's just going to show the dominance you give Fake Cutie, the characters or heroes. He's comfortable to play. He's going to be cruising down like it's nobody's business.
Yeah, he's got to be happy about this one. So this actually puts, in a grand scheme of things, Absolute Zero in a spot where they are pretty much safe. In conjunction with Ignite Gaming, that's coming up next, facing up against Evil.
Yeah, and it's just an upset from the side of the game stats. Just take a look at the damage dealt by the side of Absolute Zero. Is just overwhelming, right? Salas doesn't really need to do damage at all because Bucci, Fake Cutie, and Vendetta could do a decent amount of damage on themselves. And you know, Ash isn't able to output enough damage as well to basically put any form of damage, put any form of damage against Absolute Zero because he's constantly getting assassinated. He's a couple of levels behind against Salas, and Beatrix is a very expensive hero to build.
Not only that, right? I think huge props to Vendetta. Played great games. 3 games in a row. He was just setting up everything for the side of Absolute Zero. And this game in particular, every single time he uses his ultimate, he was right there. 4 or 5 members are just locked down, and Absolute Zero just walked all over them. For RSG Singapore, they want to play the late game, but Absolute Zero just not giving it to them today.
Yeah, and with that said, this means that, you know, it is a very upsetting if you're, of course, an RSG fan. Absolute Zero will be able to walk away with 7 points. RSG still 2 points. I mean, unfortunately, RSG have to go down to the challenger brackets instead. You know, going to the scenic route and hopefully make a play right there.
Yeah, no pun intended. But